महाभारत, वन ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट एपिक एवर रिटन। हम जानते हैं ये कहानी पावर की थी, वॉर की थी, किंगडम के बारे में थी, राजा के बारे में थी, प्रजा के बारे में थी, कृष्णा के बारे में थी, द्रौपदी के बारे में थी। बट कभी हमने इसको ध्यान से देखा है कि ये कहानी और क्या बताती है हमें? क्या आपको नहीं लगता है कि ये केस सॉफ्ट स्किल्स मैनुअल थी पूरी की पूरी, जहाँ पे कम्युनिकेशन, इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस, लीडरशिप, कोचिंग, मेंटरशिप, जो आज हम स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं इन लाइफ, ये तो इस कहानी में ही छुपी हुई है। और हर एक कैरेक्टर जो है इस कहानी का, जो हमारी माइथोलॉजी कही जाती है, एक तरीके से ये पूरी मैनेजमेंट है। आप अग्री नहीं करते इससे? तो अगर अग्री करते हैं और नहीं भी करते हैं तो ये वीडियो पूरा देखिएगा, ताकि आप भी समझ पाए और अपने आप को रिलेट कर पाए हर एक उस कैरेक्टर से जिसके सॉफ्ट स्किल्स आपसे मैच कर रहे हो, राइट? बिकॉज सॉफ्ट स्किल्स जो है ना, बहुत ज़रूरी है हमारी लाइफ के लिए। और ये तो मैं आज बात कर रही हूँ इसके, बट आप अगर ध्यान से इस वीडियो को देखोगे या ऐसे भी महाभारत की कहानी आप ध्यान से सुनोगे या हर एक कैरेक्टर के बारे में ध्यान से पढ़ोगे, तब आपको रियलाइज होगा ये सॉफ्ट स्किल्स तो हज़ारों पुराने साल महाभारत में ही लिख दी गई थी। तो आगे पढ़ने से पहले आपका फिर से स्वागत करती हूँ। नमस्कार, मेरा नाम आकांक्षा सिंह है और आपका मेरे चैनल पे स्वागत है, शाइन इन सॉफ्ट स्किल्स विद आकांक्षा सिंह। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट एंड डिस्कस कि हाउ ईच character displays which kind of soft skills, and we can relate to that, and how we can relate it to our professional life also. Okay, first character, Krishna, my favorite, everyone's favorite, right? So Krishna, I would like to give the title the master communicator. And why that title is for him? Because the way he spoke, he never picked up any weapon, but he won every battle through his words. And there were three things in his communication style, that was clarity, timing, and empathy. And all these three are very important for us also at workplace or in our personal life. Let's see how it is relatable and how he portrayed those three things in his communication. So if we talk about clarity, clarity means something that you are speaking to the point, there are no confusion created in the communication. And if you have heard about Krishna, he always spoke so beautifully that everyone could relate or found answers within themselves. The way he showed the path, the way he guided everybody, right? So there was the clarity in his communication. That's why people got him and understood him. Second, timing. When communication is done at a right time, it is very effective for us and we become very efficient. So, आपने देखा होगा कि कान्हा जी हमेशा वक्त को मद्देनजर रखते हुए बातें कहते थे, right? When it was needed. और हमने तो सुना ही है, ग्रेट कम्युनिकेटर्स सिर्फ अपनी बातें सुनाने के लिए नहीं बोलते हैं, वो कुछ इम्पैक्ट लाने के लिए कहते हैं या कुछ नया क्रिएट करने के लिए बोलते हैं या चेंज लाने के लिए कहते हैं. ओके, सो व्हेन यू हैव क्लैरिटी एंड टाइमिंग इन योर कम्युनिकेशन, 80% ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम विल गो अवे फ्रॉम योर वर्क प्लेस. थर्ड इज एम्पैथी, विच वॉज देयर इन हिज कम्युनिकेशन. हाउ एम्पैथी मेक्स यू एन इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेटर? आपने जब भी देखा होगा कृष्णा को अर्जुन से बात करते हुए बैटल फील्ड पे, वो हमेशा समझते थे पहले कि अर्जुन किस स्थिति में है, क्या सोच रहा है, उसके मन में क्या विचार आ रहा है, हाउ मच इमोशनल प्रेशर और बर्डन इज देयर इन हिम, और उस अकॉर्डिंग ही वो बात करते थे. तो किसी भी लीडर को समझना बहुत ज़रूरी है कि जो उसके साथ काम कर रहे हैं वो किस सिचुएशन से गुजर रहे हैं, क्या इमोशंस कैरी कर रहे हैं, और उसके बाद अगर उनसे कम्युनिकेट किया जाए या एम्पैथी को मद्देनज़र रखते हुए कम्युनिकेट किया जाए, तो आपका कम्युनिकेशन इफेक्टिव रहेगा. एंड इट विल ऑल्सो हेल्प यू इन बिल्डिंग ट्रस्ट. सो जब आपके बात में clarity, timing और empathy तीनों चीज़ें होंगे, then you'll become a persuasive person. You'll be becoming a person with good communication, and obviously you'll be the effective and efficient one. Second character, Arjun. This character highlights emotional intelligence and self-awareness. हम अर्जुन को जानते हैं एज अ ग्रेट वॉरियर, बट एक ग्रेट वॉरियर होने के बावजूद ही ऑल्सो गॉन थ्रू द ब्रेकडाउन. इमोशनली ही फेल्ट वेरी लो. मेरे सामने मेरे अपने ही हैं, मैं कैसे लड़ सकता हूँ? सो हिज बिगेस्ट स्ट्रेंथ was not his bow. His biggest strength was his ability to come back, to get insight, to hold over his emotions, and then focus and align yourself with the purpose. So इस दौड़ती भागती जिंदगी में हम भी कितने स्ट्रेस्ड हैं, हम भी कितने बर्डन्ड हैं, हमारे भी कितने ब्रेकडाउन्स होते हैं, राइट? सो टेक अ पॉज, डीप थिंकिंग में जाओ, मेडिटेशन करो, and relax your mind, calm yourself down, and then focus on what really your purpose of life is, and then align yourself along with that. Third character is Yudhishthir, and we learn ethical leadership from him. He was the most honest person in Mahabharat. He was not the strongest warrior, but he was a very good leader. Strongest leader, because he led with dignity. Yudhishthir teaches us honesty creates credibility. Credibility creates influence. And influence creates leadership. So you must have seen in your workplace that team follow the leaders whom they trust and not whom they are fear of. Character 4 is Draupadi, and she teaches us assertiveness. She was the strongest voice in the epic. She stood for injustice fearlessly. And assertive doesn't mean that you have to shout, but it's just that you stand for yourself and make it clear to the world that it is not acceptable, this is injustice, and you have crossed your limits. And assertiveness helps you in your workplace from overload of any work. If somebody is harassing you, if there are unfair treatments or emotional stress is there, assertiveness will really help you out over there. Character 5, Bhishma. Bhishma Pitama. We learn responsibility and cost of rigidity from him. Bhishma Pitama teaches us 2 lessons, commitment and flexibility. Commitment, that he kept his promise which he made throughout his life, and flexibility, that he stood or made himself flexible at the time when it was needed. He was rigid, and too much rigidity can harm more than help. Just remember this thing. So always try to be adjustable, flexible to your surrounding. Sticking to outdated decisions block your growth. So never do that. 6th character is Karna. And we learn 3 things from him: loyalty, choice, and alignment. Loyalty, we know that how much loyal he was towards his friend Duryodhan. But we also know that sometimes in order to grow ourselves, we need to surround ourselves with good people, right? So he made a wrong choice. He chose a wrong friend. And when you choose a right circle, you have to align yourself along with that in order to grow and succeed in your life. And that's what is required in a workplace too. Your company, your manager, your friends influence your success story. They influence you, they guide you, they motivate you. So choose your circle smartly. So over here we learn relationship management, networking, and alignment with the same. 7th character is Duryodhan. We learn ego and conflict management from him. These are the 2 lessons which we learned, that how ego can make you lose the battle, and how not managing up the conflict within you also sometimes make you a failure. And Duryodhan's biggest enemy was not Pandavas, it was his ego. He never took any feedback, he never took any insights from others on his decision. He always thought that he is right. And that's why many talented people fail today, because of their ego. And when you manage these ego, your conflict will automatically get managed. But once the ego is there, the conflict will arise. So what we learn from him, that always seek feedback. Listen to others also, active listening. Solve conflict earlier, before it's too late. So now let's talk about Pandavas. They all were different, right? They all were 5 different personalities. Arjun was focused, Bhim was strong, Yudhishthira was very wise, Nakul and Sahdev were very skillful. And the biggest lesson we learned was, no matter how many times they have fallen or they lost, but they stood up always. And what made them won every fight or be the strongest in everyone? That they were working together. And that's what we learn in a corporate world, right? Teamwork helps you in win every target, every achievement. When you work together, you achieve it. Over here we learn that collaboration is very important. We need to connect with people, we need to collaborate with them and work together in team, so that we become more productive and more efficient. And again, resilience is what we learn from Pandavas. Krishna and Arjun together taught us coaching and mentoring. We have seen that how Krishna beautifully guided him. Right? So Arjun had many thoughts, many questions. So Krishna never gave any direct answer. He always asked Arjun to search for his answers from within. So he guided him very well. He made him believe in him, that yes, you can do it. And that's where we understand that there's a major difference between boss and mentor. Boss will say, do this. And the mentor will always say, let's do it together. Let's understand this. And we can say by this that Krishna was the first leadership coach in history. So over here, I would like to conclude and say Mahabharat shows us that battles are not fought and won by weapons. They are won by clarity, communication, leadership, emotional intelligence. And that's all we have discussed right now, that all characters have displayed, right? So I would like to say one thing, that your hard skills may get you a job, but soft skills will make you stay over there and grow over there and grow your character as well. So I hope you like this mythology and soft skills collaboration. I will be coming with more exciting and relatable videos that you can relate and learn from that. So to learn more, grow more, please subscribe my channel. And thank you so much for love and support. And I just saw that there are 400 plus subscribers. Thank you so much for the love and support. Bye bye, take care.